What's going on, YouTube? Got another Monday update here for the Super Hots. And if you take notice here, we've got a bunch of missing cups all throughout there. All the way down, and even those buckets down there, they're missing some peppers. Wherever did they go? Hey, aquaponics. They came over here. We've got 2 new whole gardens set up over here. This time, we've got no air stone, so this isn't a deep water culture. We've actually, if I have heard correctly, we're actually doing some Kratky here. We've got no aeration, no nothing. It's pretty stagnant in there. As you can see, there's a lot of guys in here with some pretty small roots. These guys, a lot of them, and you can all, no, it's not there. I don't even know why I was saying that. It kind of looks like there's a film on the bottom, like a lot of Master Blend or something, but there is not. Come on, root, get down there, over here. There you go. Alright, I don't want to be damaging any roots here. Anyway, I went ahead and did some Kratky type stuff here. So, I don't know why. As you can see here, I've got 3 and 3, and then 2 in the center, and I just made this garden today, and I'm not even going to put anything in the center. I have no clue why I drilled those 2 holes. Alright, so we'll go ahead and throw an LOL down there in the comments. But anyway, yeah, so I have no clue why I did that. In this garden here, not only the ones with the small roots like I was showing, I've got ones that are looking wacky, like this guy right here. Everybody's pretty much getting the same water, for the most part, as far as like the aeroponic type garden. And I believe this guy was in the aeroponic. So this might be a my hand's all dirty. This might be a result of, just running off of city water, whatever the heck was in that stuff. Because, like I said in a couple videos ago, like, this is a why am I saying like a lot? Like a valley girl. But anyway, and no, there's mosquitoes. Like I was saying a couple videos ago, this is a tourist area, and we just jumped. Like, the amount of water service just, I don't know. I don't want to say it like quadrupled, because it didn't. It probably went, I don't know, 50 to 150 times what it was doing before. So I have no clue what's coming in my fill water, A. And I have no clue what was going on with this guy. And what is my action going to be? Nothing. I am going to just go ahead and let this guy do its thing. It's flowering and potting. Well, not potting, budding over there. And it's starting to look pretty good as far as, potential pods go. Anyway, that was a long-winded first pepper. This is going to be a long update, isn't it? Anyway, this is a caramel Muruga, and it was never topped. It just kind of forked right there. So it's looking very beautiful. Crinkled leaves, but whatever. Oh, mosquito. And now my dog's talking. Right over here, I've got my Butch Tea crossed with Dougala. You can see we've got flowers there. Check that out right there. That dropped the flower, so we've got a pod starting right there. Beautiful little flowers there. Next guy right behind it, Red Ghost, was topped right there. And look at that. Spread out, nice and big, flowering, and pretty much going to bud, or going to pod. Right back here, pretty little flowers. Look at that. That is my St. Thomas Bane. It was in the aeroponic type garden. Look, more pretty flowers. And look at dropping a flower right there. We got a pod, another pod. But this one has always been troubling me. And AJT, check it out. Alright. Look, got not only do we have a pod forming, but it's starting to darken up. Got another one. Where'd it go? Another one right here. And it's starting to darken up. looking very neat. But look at the plant in general. It just looks really, really nice. Yeah, really nice. Another guy back here, my white peach. It's got all kind of little buds popping right off there. If my camera, oh, my camera wants to focus. This is very weird. My camera never wants to focus. Over there, nice little bud forming. But yeah, that guy's starting to branch out a little bit, and wanted to make sure that it got some extra room, and it's up against the corner there. Speaking of needing extra room, look at the size of this guy. This is one of my white peach, and it has got gigantic leaves on here. I mean gigantic. And this is just, if you look, this is one of the new growth right there that's coming right off. That's this whole thing right here, and that's pretty big. I got big hands there, people. You know what they say about people with big hands? You wear big gloves. But yeah, look at that. Those are some big leaves. But this guy is also starting to pod up right there. Got a couple more pods popping off, but looking absolutely beautiful. And, ooh, I did not talk about my red ghost. Look at all this growth down below. I topped it somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there. Kind of see it. And, bang, popped right off over here. Got some buds and some flowers. Looking very beautiful. Right over here, I've got ghost? No, yellow Muruga. Yeah. And I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it, but the leaves, they're big. But they, I don't know, they kind of look a little goofy. But I'm going to blame that on what happened before they came into this bed. My pink tiger right behind it. Look at that thing. This is kind of like a control. I have another one in the deep water culture bed over there doing absolutely beautiful, just like this one. And look, we've got all kind of little flowers popping off on here, so it's going to start producing. Some of the lower leaves are looking kind of crappy because the leaves in general are pretty dark. They look very beautiful. And down here we have some like whitening of the leaves here, but who knows what that was all about. Oh yeah, haha. Nice little debacle with this. These are 17-gallon containers for some reason. I thought 12 gallons worth of Master Blend would be great in here for how much that they're actually sitting in. This is the previous bed. Let's see. When sitting down in, that guy right over there, which is my St. Thomas Bane, the roots just hit the water, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted some good air roots above there and everything. Rest of the guys are pretty well, looking very nice, and they're sitting in the water. But anyway, yeah, so you can see about how much, well, camera doesn't really pick up on how deep it actually is. Makes it look like it's, you know, 1/3 full, but it's actually close to 2/3 full. And, but there's 17 gallons. I put 12 gallons worth of Master Blend there, and, I don't know, right about when I picked up the camera and was going to start shooting this, I freaked out, and I just dumped 4 gallons out of this, put it right into the aeroponic type garden, so it's going back to the reservoir to be split between the hydro tube and the aeroponic, and filled up with just straight water. On hindsight, I think I probably have about 12 gallons of water in here, but I didn't want to take any chances, so... And like I said, some of these are not problem peppers, but just special little guys. But most of them have very nice roots. Like, look at that. Talk about, like, ghost white roots. But that's the yellow Muruga. I've also got my red Fatali here. This guy was being overshadowed. That's one of the only prop... Oh, was that another one? Oh, it is. Daggone it. Okay, well, I've been seeing some white flies around here. Yep. So, we're going to have a little trouble with those guys. Anyway, this guy was getting a little overshadowed. He was actually, like, leaning over way more. Kind of like that. Because, it was, you know, obviously getting overshadowed by some of these bigger plants over here. And putting pressure on the plant and everything. So I purposely put it this way. It's facing north, or east, I mean. And so it should be perking up, and it's already doing so. But yeah, this guy also has a little goofiness to the leaves down here. But I'm not worrying about that, because this guy, no, I think this guy was in the deep water culture bed. But anyway, still not worrying about that. We're going to see where this whole Kratky method takes this. My chocolate habanero back here, looking very nice, very bushy at the bottom here where I topped it. See it kind of there, got an airplane coming. But up top, got all kind of flowers popping right off, buds. Right over here, we've got my M.A. Wartix. And this one was in the aeroponic type garden, and we had some goofy looking leaves. So I wanted to put it in here and see if we can correct it. So we'll check it out, we'll see. Right over here, oh, this guy, check out the roots on this guy. Nothing, like barely anything. Anyway, this, even though, look at that. Flowers, buds, all that stuff right up here. This is one of my ghosts. This is from Chad, and this is one of the little baby ghosts. That's why the roots are so small. It just wants to go to fruit. So it is doing it. But this is another one of my new beds here. You can see tiny roots there. But look at that. Look at that guy over there, my chocolate habanero. Those roots are nice and massive. Look, it's even got the big, massive root right there. And pink tiger in the background there. Way back there is the yellow Muruga. Alrighty. That was just a small chunk. Check out aquaponics. Over here is my other pink tiger. Looking very, very nice and tall as my dog barks. And look at those roots. Very nice. My sugar rush right here, just threw up a picture of this guy. Look at all the little pods all over this guy. Another one up here, bunch of them down here, oh, one over there, back there, all over. So this one's doing very nice. Not a lot of roots. I love how you can just pick these guys up and move them around. In the back there, I've got my peach ghost. Got some flowers on there. Some more buds. I believe that's a pod forming on the back side there. And more flowers over here. I've got my dragon cayenne and got pods set on here. Looking very nice. Another one right there. Back here, I've got my Carolina Reaper. And this guy, I did not want to move out of here, so it has been staying. But it's been topped, and look how bushy it is at the bottom there. And then it gets bushy at the top, too. My Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. This is the one that was not looking very good. Look down here, got all kind of stuff going on. Well, I've also got brand new growth, and it looks really nice and green, as well as the top. Look at that. So, alright, bring it back, kid. Let's see. Oh, another straight up ghost. And here we go. You can see, you can't see, but we've got a bunch of pods on there. Not pods, buds. Scoop. And my dog is probably seeing a snake. It's the only dog I've ever known that barks at snakes. As you can see, got a bunch of buds on there. Looking awesome. Back here, my mystery plant. Look how tall this thing is. I'm kneeling down, and it's taller than me. So, well, it's also in a bin, but it's looking very nice. Leaves are kind of looking goofy up here, too. Down here, looking absolutely beautiful. And this extra little stem here that's coming off, it actually looks like it's like an iron deficiency. Where's the other leaf? There we go. That one actually looks like iron deficiency. Green, what is it? Not stems. Veins. Green veins and yellowing of the leaves. And but that, I guess that would, nah, that wouldn't be, it would be newer growth. But I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go, and we're gonna see where that one takes me. Oh man. My Brazilian brain strain, got it starting to flower. Got buds all over the place. Up on here, and it is looking very, very nice. I love this little guy. There we go. Who else do we have here? A caramel Muruga. Starting to flower. Doing good. Back here is my peach ghost. Don't even have to look at it. Posted the picture of this just a little bit ago. It's so shiny, it's not really picking up, but it's starting to crinkle up here. And actually starting to take on that ghost-looking form. But also got another little friend right over here. Got another one right up here. And flowers all over the place. This guy is going nuts. This guy in the back is my red ghost. Look at that. Topped. Very tall. Looking very nice. Got a bunch of little pods, buds, starting to form right off of there. On my little tiny little guy here, hey, check it out. Got another guardian over here, praying mantis. How you doing, little buddy? Staring right at me. All right, get back to it. Over here, I have my Trinidad Scorpion from Chad, and the only one I have, I should say. This guy, love having that praying mantis in the background. That's awesome. But this guy actually barely has any roots coming out, and it was in the aeroponic garden. I don't know why I put it in there. So I brought it over here to the small pepper bed where the cups are actually dipping into the water. And pretty much the air roots will have to be in the cup there if it's not soaking up enough water or something. I don't know. But, yeah. So, it's over here now. I also brought my chocolate Muruga, which is pretty big here. And starting to fork. But this one also had pretty small roots. So I thought, what the heck, we'll bring him over here. I've got my ghost pepper here. One of the ghost peppers. They're all the same age. So that one's way behind. Got a red Fatali over here, looking nice. I've got another red Fatali. I've got my chocolate Habanero right here. I've got another red Fatali. All the red Fatalis are the same age. I freaked out when they didn't come up, and they were one of the last ones I did. And I think I did like, I forget how many I did, but 5 of them came up, I believe. Yellow brain strain. Just one of the extra peppers that popped up. My yellow Muruga right here. It's got some holes in them. I don't know where they came from, but I don't remember. I don't remember anybody firing a shotgun around here, so it must be pest damage. But you can see new little. Maybe you can't. But there's new growth popping right off of that Y right there. Alright, fine, don't focus. But the whole plant is looking very nice. Actually, let's check out what kind of roots. Hey, look at that. Very nice looking roots right there. My red Fatali, another one. Let's see. Not bad. Everybody in the deep water culture gets awesome white roots. I didn't even show this whole bed off here. But check that out. Look at that. Absolutely amazing to me. And they're so white. Like all my hydro tubes, like in this aquaponic garden right here, they would be brown. They'd never be white. Over here, I don't even have to look at the name. Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. I topped that thing. Look at all of this growth everywhere. This one is actually starting to bud up top here, and right over here, and over here, and over there, everywhere up top. But down low, it's not really doing anything yet. But once it does, holy cow, it is going to. Now we're starting to hit the aeroponic type garden here. And, excuse me. It's what it's like when you talk for a long time, because I'm so long-winded just talking about my little babies. I adjusted all of these sprayers in here, and they should, now that I say that, yeah, look, that one needs cleaned out. Daggone it. Yeah, now that I say that, it's not going to be like that. But anyway, I adjusted all the sprayers, and they are, like, perfect and just hitting the roots. I have 3 at the most in each bucket. I want to get it down to 2. but we're going to need a few more gardens here. Here is my chocolate habanero, and look at that. Yeah, buds and flowers everywhere, all over this guy. My Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. Who did I forget back here? Ooh, yes. I forgot about that guy. Yeah, Rip in the greenhouse. It's the oldest part of the greenhouse here is the sides, and I'm not going to replace it. Check that out. That is my yellow brain strain. I've got a couple pods on here already. I've got flowers and buds everywhere on this guy. It is just gigantic with growth, that is. But look at that. This little guy right here, that's another pod starting. You can see that white thing hanging down. That used to be part of the flower, but it is going nuts. Look at that. I cannot believe that. Little buds. Very nice. Over here, my ahi pineapple. The only one I've got. Gigantic. Look at the size of this thing, man. Huge. And down low, got, I don't know, some markings on some leaves. Got a hole over here. I don't know where that came from, but really green leaves. A little shrivelness. But up here, got a couple pods starting. And some buds over here, some flowers, all that stuff. And if you can see that, got little white hairs all along the stem here. I'm hoping that's not a big deal. Get some more red in here. Pretty much the top leaves all have that. Where'd it go? Oh, it's kind of going away. But on that focus. Between that bud and that leaf there was a little spider web. So maybe that is just spider doing stuff. But either way, I know I've got whiteflies in here. Got some kind of cabbage infestation. So I've got some, I don't want to call them crime fighters, but some fighters on the way. Some mercs. There we go. Over here, my white peach. Check that out. Nice little bud sticking upward. I took a picture of this earlier. Here's another one right over here. Another bud right behind there. Another pod set right over here. Bunch more buds all over this guy. Looking very nice. And as you go up, there's just more and more. Looking absolutely beautiful. Who did I forget in here? Is my ghost. Let's go around again. They're all the same age, and this guy has buds and flowers popping right off, and not a lot of roots, but the roots are getting sprayed. My Carolina Reaper, how about that stuff? I've got, hello, there we go. Looks like I've got a pod set right in the middle, and I've got two flowers. Got another flower right up here. I've got some lettuce tickling under my arm from behind me. Another flower, but looking beautiful. More flowers over there, and that's my Carolina Reaper. My red ghost here, not really doing that much. It's getting ready to start budding, but you know, it's taking its time. I topped it, so, and look how bushy it is. Very nice looking. Next one, right next to it, is my habanero. My regular habanero? Yes, it is. Look how bushy it is down below. Very nice. And we've got flowers galore all over this thing. Getting ready to set some pods. Over here, this one, I only have 2 peppers in, so I'm feeling a lot better about that. I've got my sweet apple here. And as you can see, I topped it. It's very bushy down below. And we've already got pods started right there. Another one right, might not be one. Maybe that's just a bud. Got another pod starting right here. Right here. Another one right here. It's an actual pod. You can actually see the greenness of the pod. And a bunch of flowers. So that guy is looking great. And the other one is my yellow Muruga that I topped. And look how bushy it is. Looking very nice. And beautiful little flowers all over it. And there's another one right back here. Look at that. Aww. And a little bud. not a pod. But they're looking very nice. M.A. Wartix. I should have said M.A. Wartix already, and I don't remember saying that. But there's another one somewhere. I've got another one right behind it, but I think I have 3. And this one is topped. As you can see, it's very bushy. And my dog is making noise. And right over here, got a bud popping off. And that's pretty much it. But it's going to be budding more. The guy behind it, it has not been topped. And it's just starting to throw out buds up there. So it's about to Y. And then my yellow Muruga is looking very nice. Kind of crinkly leaves here, but whatever. Still looking nice. Not topped. It's just wide. And look at that. Pretty little flowers. All looking nice. That. And yeah, it's just a bud over there. Not a pod. But it's looking very nice. But anyway, that... Holy crap. I need to get a drink, man. That was a long-winded look around the garden here. My aeroponic type garden. Camera in the fan. My aeroponic type garden right here. My deep water culture bed over here. And my Kratky around the corner there. And, yeah. Oh, look at that sugar rush. So nice. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me and checking out all my peppers and my new Kratky setup over here. If you like what you saw, throw me a thumbs up. Always appreciate that. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. I always appreciate that. Don't forget to do all that fun social media stuff down below. And I will catch you in the next video. Until then, later.